I think in general the best place for me is in stores, sitting and experiencing Chopt. It's my favorite place to be. I love to go around and visit and sit in our shops and see how it's working. Because that's the moment. That's the original moment that brought us success, and that's the moment that we have to nourish and maintain, right? The person who comes in and is ordering, or the person who's coming to pick up, if it's ready or if it's not ready. So being still on the scene where the rubber meets the road, I think is the most important, and also lends the greatest amount of credence to things I'll say, right? Because it's actually happening there. The rest is an opinion of mine that is probably not as good as theirs or yours, and so so I try and stick to what I know. A lot of decisions on food are based around fear. You know, I'm afraid this will make me fat, or I'm afraid of gluten, or I'm afraid of there's a lot, you know, or I'm afraid of meat, and so it seemed that if we had a lot of options, that people with all different sort of needs states, right, would come in and be able to take care of that. And that was the idea. And we did all the cliche stuff. We slept on military cots in the basement of the restaurant. We read to each other because we didn't have internet. We read your trade magazines forever and ever, and would pore over what the competition was doing and freak out that we weren't opening enough restaurants and that we wouldn't have enough money to compete with the big boys, and McDonald's would never buy us. But at the end,
they haven't.
They haven't. But a lot of people did try, you know, and they weren't the right people. And
You mean they tried to buy you?
Yeah, and so we've just been doing what's worked. We opened in D.C. We actually opened. We were the first salad restaurant in D.C. And that was one of the highlights, because we saw a whole different crowd of people eating Chopt. It wasn't just New Yorkers. You didn't, as you know, you could probably speak to this. Restaurants in New York don't get any credit when they succeed, right? And none of the chains really want to come here because you can do really well, and everybody's like, oh, well, you're in New York. Of course you're doing a lot in sales, right? But it's a hard place to do business.
Yeah, it's very hard.
And so we got no credit. So we thought, well, let's prove this concept elsewhere. And so we went to D.C. and we opened up. We have the same amount of restaurants there as we do here, and we've been going there forever. And it's a great market.